The Supreme Court has delivered many landmark judgments in the year 2021. So it's the time to look into some of the landmark judgments of Supreme Court delivered in 2021. In part 1, we will look into judgments delivered from January to April. In the case of Mrs. Rajiv Suri versus Delhi Development Authority and others, a petition was filed before the Supreme Court alleging that the centre has violated Article 21 of the Constitution by approving Central Vista project, which could violate doctrine of public trust by denying basic access to public spheres which are essential to life and liberty. Observing the contentions, the Supreme Court, headed by three-judge bench with majority opinion of 2:1, ruled that public trust doctrine does not prohibit the government from utilizing the resources held in public trust for the purpose of public interest itself. Hence, the court refused to quash the project and allowed Central Vista project to continue. In the case of Rakesh Vaishnav versus Union of India, the validity of three farm bills were challenged before the court. The three-judge bench of Supreme Court, comprising of C.J. S.A. Bobde, A.S. Bopanna and V. Ramasubramaniam, stayed the implementation of farm bills until further orders. In the case of Manish Kumar versus Union of India, the validity of several provisions of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Amendment Act 2020 was challenged, alleging that some of the provisions are arbitrary and amendment cannot be used retrospectively. The three-judge bench of Supreme Court upheld the validity of provisions of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Amendment Act 2020 with certain directions. In Attorney General of India versus Satish, the three-judge bench of Supreme Court stayed the controversial judgment of Bombay High Court, where the High Court acquitted the accused under Section 7 of POCSO Act 2012 on the ground that there was no skin-to-skin contact. The Attorney General of India, K.K. Venugopal, brought this issue before the notice of the court, and Supreme Court stayed the acquittal of the accused in this case, declaring the judgment of High Court as dangerous precedent. In the case of Padia Timber Company versus Visakhapatnam Port Trust, the two-judge bench of Supreme Court observed that when the acceptor puts a new condition while accepting the contract already signed by the proposer, the contract is not complete until the proposer accepts that condition. In the case of Amitabha Das Gupta versus United Bank of India, the bank without any reasonable cause has broken the appellate's locker without his permission, and even though he had cleared all his dues. The bench of Supreme Court imposed 5 lakh rupees penalty on the bank with rupees 1 lakh as litigation cost. In the case of Rachna versus Union of India, the case was filed where the last attempts of UPSC Civil Services Preliminary Examination 2020 had sought an extra attempt to clear the exam due to COVID-19 pandemic. The three-judge bench of Supreme Court refused to provide extra attempt for UPSC exams, saying that allowing this petition would lead to precedent and could affect the exams in other streams as well. In the case of Sudipta Chakraborty versus Ranaghat Hospital, the Supreme Court noticed that in several cases, National Consumers Dispute Redressal Commission has passed reasoned order 8 months after pronouncement of operative order. The court directed NCDRC to pass reasoned judgments along with operative order and directed to pass judgments within 2 months in the cases where operative order has been already passed. In the case of Unitech Limited versus Telangana State Industrial Infrastructure Corporation, the two-judge bench of Supreme Court held that the presence of an arbitration clause within a contract between a state and private party does not act as an absolute bar to avail remedies under Article 226 of Indian Constitution, because Article 226 being a public remedy is available for enforcing legal rights. In Lieutenant Colonel Nitisha versus Union of India, the judgment of Supreme Court, which turned to be major win for women officers in Indian Army, the three-judge bench of Supreme Court held that administrative requirement imposed by Indian Army authorities while considering the case of WSSCO for grant of permanent commission of benchmarking these officers within the officer lowest in merit in corresponding to male badge is arbitrary and irrational. In the case of Aparna Bhatt versus State of Madhya Pradesh, the Supreme Court directed all courts that use of reasoning language which diminishes the offense and tends to trivialize the survivor is especially to be avoided under all circumstances. And further, the court provided certain directions to be considered while granting bail in sexual offences. In the case of State of Goa versus Fauzia Sheikh, the Supreme Court clarified the issue of appointing Law Secretary of the Government of Goa as State Election Commissioner, which will disturb the constitutional mandate contained in Article 243K of Constitution of India, and said that State Election Commissioner has to be a person who is independent of the state government. In the case of Lok Prahari versus Union of India, the three-judge bench of Supreme Court issued some guidelines for appointment of ad hoc judges to deal with unprecedented situation arising from backlog of cases which are pending in High Court, which crossed nearly 57 lakh with consistent ratio of vacancies of almost 40%. With regard to distribution of essential services and supplies during pandemic, in the suo motu action by the Supreme Court, the three-judge bench of Supreme Court directed the central government to submit report on availability of oxygen, drugs and vaccination, and on protocols established by health authorities in distribution of essentials to the state due to the situation of second wave of COVID-19 pandemic. In the case of IFCO General Insurance Company versus Pearl Beverages, the three-judge bench of Supreme Court held that in case where there is no blood test or breath test carried out, then the insurer would not be deprived of his right to establish a case which is well within its right under contract. However, absence of the test may not disable the insurer from establishing a case for exclusion from liability on ground of drunk driving. In the case of Kiran Devi versus Bihar State Sunni Waqf Board, the three-judge bench of Supreme Court observed that when a petition is filed under wrong nomenclature which is not relevant, then it does not debar the court from exercising its jurisdiction which otherwise it possesses. So this is all about some of the important judgments delivered by Supreme Court during January to April 2021. In the next part, we will see the judgments delivered by Supreme Court in the month of April to August 2021.